John Adams, a man of principle, a voice of reason in turbulent times, and the second President of the United States. While often overshadowed by his contemporaries like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, Adams was a driving force behind American independence and the building of a new nation. Join us as we explore the life, struggles, and legacy of John Adams, the lawyer, diplomat, patriot, and president who helped shape America's destiny. John Adams was born on October 30th, 1735, in Braintree, Massachusetts, a modest farming town. He was the eldest son of a farmer and shoemaker, and from an early age, Adams showed a sharp intellect and fierce determination. He attended Harvard College, graduating in 1755, where he studied law and developed a deep respect for justice and the rule of law. After graduation, Adams started practicing law, quickly earning a reputation as a brilliant but stubborn attorney. Pause for visuals. Portraits of young Adams, Harvard, colonial Massachusetts countryside. Adams's political career began in the Massachusetts legislature, but his true rise began as tensions between the American colonies and British Crown escalated. Unlike many others, Adams was not driven by fiery rhetoric, but by deep conviction and a profound sense of justice. He fiercely opposed British policies like the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts, which he saw as violations of colonial rights. In 1770, he gained national attention as the defense attorney for British soldiers involved in the Boston Massacre. Despite his patriot leanings, Adams believed in the right to a fair trial and the rule of law, a decision that revealed his integrity, even when it was unpopular. As tensions turned to revolution, Adams became a leading voice for independence. He was a delegate to the Continental Congress, where his eloquent speeches helped convince others that separation from Britain was necessary. In 1776, Adams was part of the committee appointed to draft the Declaration of Independence. Though Thomas Jefferson wrote the document, Adams was a fierce advocate for its adoption and one of its most passionate defenders. During the Revolutionary War, Adams served as a diplomat in Europe, working tirelessly to secure French support, vital to the American victory. His diplomatic efforts culminated in the Treaty of Paris in 1783, officially ending the war and recognizing American independence. After the war, John Adams became the first Vice President of the United States under George Washington. Though the role was largely ceremonial, Adams provided a steady voice during the formative years of the new government. In 1796, Adams was elected the second President of the United States, the first president to live in the White House. His presidency was marked by challenges at home and abroad, including tensions with France in the Quasi-War and domestic disputes over how much power the federal government should have. Adams faced fierce opposition from the rising Democratic-Republican Party, led by Thomas Jefferson, and struggled to balance peace with France while protecting American sovereignty. One of his most controversial acts was the signing of the Alien and Sedition Acts, laws intended to protect national security but widely criticized for limiting free speech and targeting immigrants. Adams's presidency was a test of his character. Though often criticized, he sought to avoid war and maintain peace. His decision to send diplomats to France to negotiate peace, rather than plunging the country into conflict, was both courageous and unpopular. After losing the 1800 election to Thomas Jefferson, Adams returned to Massachusetts, retreating from political life. Yet his work laid the foundation for a strong federal government and stable democracy. His wife, Abigail Adams, was a key advisor and partner throughout his life, famously urging him to remember the ladies when drafting new laws. Their extensive correspondence remains a priceless window into the politics and society of their time. In retirement, Adams devoted himself to his family and his writings. He maintained a lifelong friendship and rivalry with Thomas Jefferson, both men dying on the same day, July 4, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Though his presidency was sometimes overshadowed by others, history remembers John Adams as a man of courage, principle, and deep patriotism. His contributions to the birth of the United States and its early governance remain an integral part of America's story. John Adams was more than a president. He was a visionary who helped build a nation from the ground up. His dedication to justice, diplomacy, and unity helped steer America through its infancy. From a humble farm boy to the halls of power, Adams's life is a testament to the power of conviction and service. Thank you for joining us in exploring the remarkable journey of John Adams, America's reluctant revolutionary and second president.